What do you see when you're looking at the blue sky? Doesn't it remind you to be in love? What do you feel when it overwhelms you? Just let it remind you, oh, to be in love. Let the lover find you, oh, to be in love.
La, I will just buy padisal and wait for me. And can you make a hot coffee for the two of us?
Of course, Chan. That would be a good start of our day. This is Chan's grandmother. His grandfather served in a coconut plantation and spent the last 30 years in his life. And his grandmother had been widowed for 3 years now. Usually, Chan was in bed by 10 p.m. and up by 5 a.m., and thus was ready for one more day of his 14th year. Every early morning, Chan has already got used to his routine of buying pandesal, wondering what gives its flavor and shape. His grandmother always said that pandesal is quite alright and enough for them with his cousin named Sel.
Hi, Sel. Do you know that this bread is called the bread of salt? But how did it get that name? And from where did its flavor come from?
I also don't know. I am curious why they name like that.
While walking back to his home, Chan looks in the direction of the seawall 50 yards from where an old Spaniard's house stood. Chan often wondered whether he was being depended upon to spend the years ahead in the service of the great house. However, on that day, he knew Aida was the old Spaniard's niece, and his all doubts disappeared. Chan hurries back to come back home with his oven-fresh warmth of bread. Chan was proudly bringing it home for their breakfast. On a quiet morning, Chan imagined the pattern of Aida's shoes up on the wooden veranda floor as a further sign that he would hurry off to school, taking the route she had fixed for him. Past the post office, the church, and the plaza. John asked himself whether he would try to walk with her, and decided it would be the height of rudeness. From that distance, perhaps throw a glance in his direction to bestow upon his heart a deserved and abundant blessing. The intensity of his love for Aida also instilled in him an initiative to improve. He made himself stronger and more capable in the field of sports, academics, and music. Pete Saez is asking to join Chan to their orchestra named Pete Saez Private Band.
Oh, hey Chan. Well, I've been listening to you to play the guitar, and I was wondering, maybe you'd like to join our band.
Me? Join your band? Really?
Yes, and if you will join us, we were invited you to play at the party, to be thrown by Buena Vista Women Club, and there would be a reward.
He was hesitated to join the band because his aunt doesn't support him to perform in public or parties because the musicians are the last to eat during parties. Nevertheless, he still accepts the offer by Pete Saez and continue to rehearse with them. Chan's torment was most unbearable. Not once had he tried to tell Aida of his love. Therefore, he swallowed his pride and tried to express her feelings to her. He wrote his letter on a piece of paper, pasted it into the book he borrowed, and let Aida find it to know his feelings. Paez's band was invited to play at the party hosted by the Buena Vista Women's Club. Chan felt proud and important to be part of such a momentous and high-class event. At the day of the party, when they were finally told to have their meal, the young protagonist became overwhelmed with confusion due to the beautifully presented dishes of food. Seeking comfort, he put some of them into his container and slipped them into the pocket of his jacket. To his utmost surprise and embarrassment, Aida saw him. So, that's how the young protagonist realized how far his world is from Aida's. Her remark might have been due to genuine charity and concern, but nevertheless, it made clear to the young man that his lack of finesse was the setback which makes the materialization of his dream almost impossible.